Oh, damn it. Oh, shit. Oh, hello there. I didn't even notice you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, you beautiful person. That's right, I'm talking to you. Thank you for watching. My name is Cordero. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time. Subscribe if you'd like. Welcoming more people every day. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'm doing videos like this every day. I'm trying to, at least. Alright, so this video is from Melanie M. And a couple of people actually asked me to do a similar topic. She says, I'm living with my parents in a small town with a population of 1,000, which is crazy. That's even smaller than my town. And I'm thinking about moving to an apartment on my own in the city. How do you learn to cope with the new environment? How was it financially? Did you feel lonely? Were there any complications or good things about moving to the city? So this whole video is going to be about moving away from home. Something that was a pivotal point in my life. When I was 18, I graduated from high school. I'm like out of breath from jumping. Came out here to LA and I knew nobody. I came out here for school. It was really tough when I first moved out here because I had nothing to fall back on. I didn't know anybody. I was a complete stranger in a completely new environment. I mean, my town was, you know, a couple thousand people. We didn't even have a McDonald's yet. And so to come out from there, all, you know, kind of farmer type, not really caring about their image, and then going to LA where everyone's a model, everyone's an actress, you know, the Miley Cyrus song, she explains it better than I can. More than that, I felt really alone right away. And I know that probably now more than back then, it would be a lot worse because Facebook was the primary form of communication with people from back home. And it was really tough to see people from back home all hanging out together, all, you know, being at the same parties, at the same colleges, and to get away so abruptly from all that was really tough. You know, I struggled a lot first semester. I mean, I tried to make as many friends as possible by virtue of just talking to anyone I could, and everyone's so awkward freshman year of college that you don't know what to do. But really, I just wanted to be home. And I also had, you know, I talked about this in another video, long distance relationship. So it was really tough that first semester of being away from my girlfriend at the time and dealing with that on top of being away from friends and family. But looking back on it now, you know, I've never really been, which is going to sound probably weird, I'm pretty independent, I'm pretty quiet on my own, and it didn't feel out of place for me to move. Like, I felt always when I was there that I didn't really belong there. And I still, like, I look back and I go there from time to time and I don't feel like I belong there. But I'm happy that I came from there to here. I actually posted this on my Instagram, but can you see with the lights? It's a map of the town. That's better. I just got this to remind myself of where I came from and where I'm going because, I don't know, I mean, I think it's really important for people. Like, it does suck a lot to move. If you like where you're from, or if you're trying to make friends really hard, there's a lot of things that suck about moving. But what I found most valuable about moving, and still to this day, traveling, is that it enriches your life experience. It enriches your understanding of the world. And for me, were there times when I wanted to move back to Wisconsin? Of course. And are there times now when I want to go back? I actually looked at Montana recently, just land, like property, because I oftentimes just want to get away from everything in Los Angeles and the whole culture, the whole scene, and just go in isolation and just live. I feel like that would be amazing. But having thought that and still thinking it, I'm glad that I've been here for years. I'm glad that I moved into a bigger city, moved away from home, because it gets you totally outside your comfort zone. I think a lot of people stay entrenched in their own little bubble of safety and comfort, which I think is really damaging to your growth as an individual. Because there are so many things in the world that you can experience, and a lot of people are afraid of that. And I talked about fear a lot, and I'm going to talk about it probably continuously as I upload videos. That fear of the unknown makes a lot of people kind of just shut down and not question, what if? Now, that's a huge question to ask yourself. What if? What if I go there? What if I go there? What if I don't? What if I stay here? I'll be fine, I'll be happy, and that's it. And I would recommend that if anyone out there is thinking about moving or has to move, doesn't have a choice, try to think about the fact that you're growing as a person. I can't stand the idea of being complacent and being content and standing still. Like, I don't really like that. And Wisconsin, to me, felt like I was standing still. There was a lot that I couldn't achieve there. And so, for me, I felt like moving to a bigger place with more opportunities just kind of, it enriched my life. I met a lot of cool people here. I met a lot of really not cool people. But along the way, I know I can always go back. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people forget, is that you can always go back. And there shouldn't be any shame in that, I know a friend who moved out here for a couple months to try to pursue his dreams. And, he didn't really like the environment. He couldn't really support himself. And so he moved back to Wisconsin. And he always talks to me about, like, dude, like, you made it and I didn't. And that really bums him out. But I always try to remind him that you don't fail if you try. Because all the people back there who didn't do jack shit, who were just sitting there, I would consider that failure by not giving yourself the opportunity to change. And I think moving away from home, getting outside of that comfort zone, is extremely important to not only build yourself up as an individual, but understand who you are when you don't have anything to fall back on. You don't have a safety net. Will you walk across that tightrope? Sorry, my eye's itchy. Moving away from friends and family is not easy. It really isn't. I often think about if I just, had a simpler mentality where I just did my 9 to 5 or worked on a farm and then that's it. I just enjoyed the rest of my night. But I'm not programmed like that. And sometimes it really bothers me that I'm not, and sometimes I'm really happy that I am. But I wouldn't know that if I didn't move. If I move out here and it sucks and I hate it, alright, that's fine. At least I understand. And a lot of people don't give themselves the chance to understand what's out there. And that's where you're shortchanging your life. That's where you're not giving yourself opportunity. And that is where personal development and self-growth stop. I would encourage everyone, if you have the opportunity to move at some point in your life, do it. So you get thrust into a new environment, so you're forced to question everything that you know about yourself. Will you make friends? How do you make friends? Will you stay in your room all day? Will you be a blubbering mess and cry every night to your mom? What will you do when you're uncomfortable? And that's what moving has taught me, is I am able to appreciate my family a lot more. I am able to appreciate my hometown a lot more. I'm able to appreciate my trajectory in life. Because I know that I started here and now I'm here. And if you stay like this your whole life, it doesn't seem beneficial to me. So if you're thinking about it, if you are in the process of it, I know it's a scary, daunting task. And I know there's a lot of things that are up in the air, but at the end of the day, it will enrich your life. And it will give you a more well-rounded perspective of the world, because there's so much to explore. And I don't want you to see just this much. See at least this much. So thank you for watching. I hope this video helped. If you have any more questions about moving away from home, if you want to talk about your experiences, feel free to comment below. Subscribe again if you haven't. And if you want to message me about any other questions you have, message me on anywhere you want. If it's too personal, that's what I'm here for, is to source from these comments and questions and emails and whatever. So thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.